Hey, this is Minnie Barla Squillace. So my YouTube channel just got shut down. So it's a kind of a test of my perspective, right? And a kind of a test of who I am and what I'm all about. Sorry, there are four bunnies across the street right now playing, which is much more important than my YouTube channel getting shut down. So here's what I realized early on in life, pretty early on. So I grew up with a mom that was a drug addict, and she lived with us. She was always in treatment, in and out of treatment centers, and eventually she would overdose a lot. And I don't mean to be like making light of any of this. I'm just quickly trying to tell you a little backstory as to how I became who I am. And so it was tough growing up. It was really tough, and it was an emotional roller coaster. And the person that you're supposed to be able to depend on, the one that leads you, that guides you, that molds you, wasn't there for me. So when I was 25, a couple days before my 26th birthday, she died of a drug overdose. So that was a big test. Growing up, I had plenty of opportunity to become very negative and very jaded and very woe is me or very depressed. I mean, some people get really angry. Some people get really sad when they grow up in situations kind of like I did. And when she died, a lot of different things could have happened. I could have become a really angry person, a really bitter person. But instead, what I realized is how short life is, and that I had one. You hear the cicadas? I had one. Sorry, nature is getting in the way of my focus. I had one life, and this one life was totally up to me. My mom's sobriety, at the end of the day, no matter how much money we poured into getting her well, no matter how many treatment centers, I mean, she went to a lot and she went to the best. But no matter what, it all came down to her. And so your whole life comes down to your perspective of events in life and what you decide to make of those events. My mom died. I couldn't do anything about that at the end of the day. I tried to get her help a million times. I did a lot of things for another video to try to get her help. Loving someone unconditionally obviously is not enough. But at the end of the day, my perspective of that event and my perspective of my life is my choice. And it clouds everything. It hues everything. Talk about rose-colored glasses. I am fortunate enough that every event in my life, I've seen it as a challenge. Sometimes they're not welcome challenges, but then I look back at them and I say, okay, what can I take from this to move on? Yeah, there were some things in my YouTube channel that I probably shouldn't have been doing. And I tried to rectify them as I learned, and I just did it too late. So my perspective is I learned a valuable lesson, and now I'm going to move on. I'm going to sit out here and make this video and look at the 4 rabbits across the street and try to talk over nature in my tree. And my friend had a double mastectomy today. So my perspective of my YouTube channel getting shut down, not even a blip on my radar. But who are you and what are you all about? Are you someone that gets angry at the drop of a hat? In fact, this is perfect timing because I was behind someone. We dropped my kids off at school today. And we were behind someone that had 2 bumper stickers on their car. And one of them said, "Do you believe in life after death? Touch my truck and find out." And then the other one said, "Stupid people piss me off." And I was thinking, both of those accounts, this person's perspective of the world is that she is a victim, that she should be angry all the time, that she's fighting, she's in war, she's at war. Touch her car and she's going to kill you was the implication, and that dumb people make her mad. Like, what? That's her perspective. And the whole time I just kept thinking, don't ride too close to her car. So I'm going to leave you with that. Keep it all in perspective. Every day you're going to be faced with challenges. It's how you see them that determines your entire outlook on life. At the end of the day, we all essentially are going to have the same amount of good and bad shit happen to us. It's all about our perspective and our perception of those events. So how's your life? If you like it, keep going. If not, change your perspective. It's really that easy. All right, take care.